All right. Let me discuss question number 5 from your chapter 5 homework. Okay. So Hunter Brothers Incorporation needs to buy printers for their offices. They can buy laser printers, which are much more expensive, or they can buy inkjet, which is actually much cheaper. All right. So the cost is different. Laser printer cost 1,000. Inkjet cost 250, and the lifespan is different too. All right. So let me just look at both printers here. All right. And I like to do maybe the laser printer first. Okay. So I'm just going to build a timeline for the laser printer, and this is asking which printer should this company buy. All right. So the tax rate is 0, and so that doesn't bother us. So you're just going to look at the cost. All right. So let me do the period here. 0 is for now. This is for laser printer, so it's good for 6 years. So I'm just going to have 6 period timeline here. All right. And I'm going to look at the cost. Okay. So the laser printer is going to cost 1,000. Okay. And then it's also going to cost, all right, 3 pennies per page, and it's going to print 10,000 pages. So that means you're going to actually do annual printing cost, and that's going to be equal to 3 cents or 3 pennies multiplied by 10,000 pages. Okay, so that's 300, and it's going to cost the 300 for 6 years, and therefore you could just go ahead and calculate the MPV. All right, so the MPV is equal to the rate is actually 12%, and notice that I have already signed those $300 as negative because they're the cost. It's like the light bulb example we did in clause. Okay, so I'm going to take all the future cash flows. I'm going to put back initial investment. So everything is negative because it's a cost, right? It's the cost of running your business, right? So let me just, okay, $2,233.42, okay? So let me just verify that with my answer, yes. And so you can look at what is the, equivalent annuity, cash flow. So I'm going to do a payment function here, and the rate is 12%, and it's actually for 6 years, and present value is actually this number here, and future value is 0. So that is the EAC, all right? Because I signed the present value as negative, so the EAC, comes off as positive, okay? So let's just look at inkjet, all right? Inkjet printer. Let's build a timeline here as well. And this one is actually much more short-lived, and it's only good for 2 years. Okay, so 1 and 2. All right, let's look at the cost here. It will cost you $250 if you pay for one, and it will also cost you 10 cents per page. Okay, so 0.1 times 10,000. All right, so that's going to be $1,000 for each year. So you can look at the MPV here as well. So just go to MPV. The rate is 12%, and I'm taking this cost and I'm putting back the initial cost for the printer. All right, so again, this is showing up as a very big percentage. So all right, so that's the MPV. So now let's look at the EAC. All right, so I'm going to calculate the equivalent annual cost of using the inkjet printer. All right, the rate is 12%. It's for 2 years, and present value is actually this number here. Future value is 0, so that is the EAC. Since the EAC is higher for the inkjet, should we use? We should use what? Is it higher the better, or the lower the better? Remember, you're talking about the cost, so the lower the better. So we should actually use the laser jet, not laser jet, laser printer. Okay. All right. So that is question number 5. It should be very straightforward. Let me stop the video here.